Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video Truder, and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms, where last time the endgame has kicked off, and now the only question remaining is, who's going to end up as the new Emperor? Because right now, I'm not even a contender because I'm a loyalist, alright? I have not declared war on the Emperor. I didn't depose him, someone else did, not my fault. But now he's been deposed, I may as well be Emperor myself. Because then a loyalist will be on the throne, and then it's like, you know, sort of like the Hannah being continued. It's absolutely fine. So, the contenders currently are Gongsun Zan, Sun Jian, and some guy down in Hepu. But fortunately, there's a way of finding out where that is. You see, even if you don't actually know anything about a territory, if you just hover over it, it does tell you the name of it. And using that mechanism, I've discovered this is Hepu down here. So, somebody all the way down here on this tiny island reckons that they ought to be the Emperor, which is, quite frankly, a little bit on the weird side, but okay, we probably need to go and figure out what the hell's going on down there. Especially as, presumably, Sun Jian at some point wants to go down in that direction and absolutely smash those guys, because he's close by, he's presumably bigger than them, unless of course they like control all of this territory over here, not 100% sure about that. And right now he's not even at war with Gongsun Zan actually, in fact he's trading with him, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Possibly all these guys are about to go to war with each other. That screen has also just made me realise, yeah, these days I've actually got 8 trade routes, but I'm running out of anyone in the world I'm actually allowed to trade with. So hang on, is there anyone actually left who's willing to do a trade deal with me? You're not, because yeah, you've only got 1 trade route and you're trading with Zhang Yan instead. Who else do we have over here? Hello! Gongdu! You're actually, yes, a yellow turban rebel raider, but I'd be perfectly happy to trade with you if you'd like. Oh, flip, he's even got silk. That's actually one of the few materials I don't have. Hang on, me and you need to talk. Apparently I'm not allowed to actually declare a trade monopoly on him, possibly because my trade monopoly bar is actually full up right now. Right there, it's 500 out of 500, so, okay, how about, oh, he's so willing to do this. And that's worth so much money to me. And it gets me silk. Why yes, I am willing to pay you 400 gold for a deal that's going to make me 1,221 every single turn. That's a good deal, thanks very much. Okay, now it's even more important to go and explore this bit of the world, because if there's a bunch of factions over here, I might actually be able to do a trade deal with them, especially if, yeah, they've got like a trade port or something, because I've actually got trade ports facing the sea, so that counts as like a direct connection between me and them. Ooh, this could be good. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves with all this Emperor hunting, alright? We're not actually going after Emperor seats just yet. No rush there, better instead we make sure the Empire is nice and secure, because right now, bloody Liu Biao is causing problems for me. So the newly updated Kong Rang is now actually hunting down Sun Quan, and by the way, he's run out of supplies and is now dying, so good job on this invasion, you bloody genius. Kong Rong just needs a moment to actually, yeah, just chill out and get his troops back up to strength, that's absolutely flippin' fine. And yeah, over here, the Administrator Army is just chilling out here, making sure Gongsun Zan doesn't do anything stupid. And Mi Heng can hunt down Zhang Yan's army because they've just declared a surprise war on me, and those bastards have become my rivals. I mean, it's kind of weird they're my rivals and none of the Emperors are, but whatever. They're my rivals now. I need to go and kick their asses. Mi Heng is very much ready to do it, though, because, oh yeah, Gan Yan, she is seriously badass. Not as badass as she used to be because I took all the best toys off her and gave them to Cheng Pu, but still pretty damn badass. Right, so no one else can actually move or do anything this turn, but before we actually end things off here, yeah, I do need to raise a small force to basically just go on an expedition, just basically sail around the coast, figure out what the hell's going on here, find out what's going on down on this stupid island, and also there's another island over here, so investigate that too while you're passing by. So okay, who wants to go on holiday? Oh, this'll do. Yin Li, he's a total badass, so if any fighting does need to be done, he can probably handle that by himself. And yeah, he's already got a decent army. It's pretty cheap, all things considered. Right, you get raised up right here. And I did actually have a council mission to raise an army anyway, so that's nice. So we can just actually train up that force for a couple of turns there while it's just gathering. And then, yeah, we'll just sail off around the coast, figure out what's going on next. And as for 7 grand, well, that'll go down nice and fast because, hang on, I swear we've got problems somewhere around here. We've got ourselves, yeah, public order is falling in Donghai. We need to sort that out. Right now that's level 6 and Actually, if I just upgrade this building, that'll be just fine too. How much money is this place making, by the way? It is not much. Not much, to be honest, even though, yeah, this kind of should be a decent earner, but then again, that's a fishing port, not a trade port. Yeah, this place is never going to make major money. In which case, probably best to go for Grand Academy of Poetry rather than Grand Public Academy, because it's a lot cheaper, you get the same public order benefits, but yeah, a flat amount of 300 is probably worth more than 30% income from all sources in a city that's not really generating much. And up north, Donglai is also falling into a few problems here, because, yeah, I've fallen into a bit of a trap here, which is I've tried to make cities into moneymakers when they're never going to be moneymakers because they don't have the right sub-regions. So no matter what I do, they're only ever going to generate small change for me. But throwing buildings and trying to make them into moneymakers means there's not slots for happiness buildings, so, right. How do we need to sort this one out then? Then again, if I were to actually sort out corruption, which is at 41% here, this place could chill out at least a little bit. So hang on. Beihai, we're actually getting you moving in that direction right now, aren't we? Yes, we are. So let's get a court down. Start moving Beihai in the direction of reducing the corruption of all adjacent commanderies. Then Donglai might be able to make at least a little bit of money. But we still need to force the damn place to be able to actually, you know, survive long enough for that to happen. So, yeah, we need to get this place up to level 7 sooner rather than later, open up a new building slot, and then get down a Temple or a Public Academy. And keep an eye out in the meantime, because, yeah, sooner or later I may need to just cancel their taxes just to make them cheer up a bit. Ah, yes, and now that I'm actually a kingdom, Prime Minister and the final administrator slot have become available. So, I can actually slap down a new administrator somewhere. The question is, who actually needs it? Now, here's interesting. So, Henei, one of the cities just north of the Yellow River that I took off Yan Shao, that's actually got a gross income of almost 1,000 already, being let down by rampant corruption, because it's got, yeah, a built-in highly advanced trade port. This place is also really not particularly upgraded in the slightest. I could definitely upgrade that more than it has been. This could be a decent moneymaker for me, even though right now it's, yeah, a little bit far down the list. That's only because of corruption issues. Right, cancel a small upgrade over in Donglai. Let's get our attention over to Henei here. Henei could definitely be the more interesting city. Here we go. Get dog markets going in the right direction. That's just absolutely beautiful. And let's get an administrator over here to get this corruption down. Right, it's not the best pick because he's not passing on any benefit to commerce income. But yeah, I don't have any great generals to actually go and be the administrator of this place right now. So, Gongji can do it just because literally any administrator gets corruption down 30% and income from all sources up 15%. And he will at least get building upkeep down. So I guess that's a little bit useful. Though yeah, we may well at some point decide to replace him with someone a little bit on the better side. So no. Over to Henei, please. There you go. Marvellous. And as for Prime Minister, this is one of those very important slots like Factionaire, where people actually pass on benefits to the entire empire. So, some interesting candidates showing up here. Zhai Heng, who I've previously said isn't particularly interesting. As Prime Minister, there's some interesting stuff here. So, corruption down, public order up, satisfaction up, chance of ambushing up. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting indeed. Liu Gan, meanwhile, passing on trade influence and income from commerce up. That's not bad at all either. But there is one standout, however. A man I've already promoted, but I think I might be ready to promote a little bit further. And that is Cheng Pu, who is pretty bloody interesting, actually. Trade influence up, corruption down, public order up, industry up, construction costs down, bonus experience for units per season, +1 satisfaction. You know what? Cheng Pu, congratulations, you're being promoted. Which opens up a new slot, of course, for Chancellor. This is more of a position of honour, to be honest, because as far as I can tell, it doesn't really seem to make any difference whatsoever. You've just got to make sure it goes to somebody who's nice and loyal. And I think I know someone who does actually deserve a position of honour right now. A man who was told to do the impossible. A man who was told to ride out when we thought it was suicide. And he didn't complain. He did it. And maybe he didn't win, but he lost with style, damn it, and in doing so, he slowed down an enemy army so much that Kong Rong was able to mop them up easily. Shi Yi, who has now recovered from his injuries, I think it's time for you to take a really nice senior government position. Congratulations. And straight away we can see corruption is starting to fall a little bit in Dong Lai. So yeah, we're up to 13,000 gold profit every single month right now. Flippin' love it. And oh my goodness, that trade value. That is just so beautiful. And as for Hane, that's jumped straight up to, yeah, 1,000 gross. Corruption's down to 25%. So we can lower that a bit more yet, but good starting point. Now, who's moving where? Liu Biao is actually on the move again. Interesting. Not sure what they want right now. Liu Biao is, I think, just on the run because they're out of supplies. A bit of a small invasion going on. Oh, I think they just took some land off Yanshu right there. Dear, oh flippin' dear. Right, hopefully Yanshu can go and take care of that. And what have we got here going on? So, alliance peace negotiation. Well, unfortunately, Dongmin's not actually accepting anyway, but I need to decide who I'm going to annoy by agreeing with or not. If I recall correctly, Dongmin's not actually thrilled with me right now, so I'm going to vote no to agree with him just to shore up my relationship with Dongmin, because I'm pretty sure Yanshu just flippin' loves me, so it doesn't really matter whether I agree with him or not at this point. And here we go, as I should have expected, the Kingdom of Wu immediately attacks the Kingdom of Ba, wherever that is precisely, it's down there somewhere. And two of my commanders who are both solitary have decided to become friends. Well, that's just lovely. Oh, and here's nice, my wife's leveled up, so that's just flippin' lovely. She's leveled up from marrying me. Okay, just in case we ever need to fight, yeah, we're probably going to be wanting resourcefulness just so we can move in the direction of precision then composure. So let's just start going in that direction, please. And we've also got some problems with low general satisfaction. So, Tian Jing, who is currently a court noble, he's actually... yeah, you're actually doing some assignments right now, so you're useful. And Ji Meng, who is... if I recall correctly, we hired you to be a spy, and you failed at being a spy, and you're not actually very good. So, you can just go, actually. Goodbye. As for, yeah, Tianjing, however, he actually is useful, so he can have himself a promotion. There you go, congratulations. And also, I'll give you an accessory because, yes, we've got fans just sitting around. Here, have a fan. And yes, indeed, we do still have a couple of characters floating around from the old dead faction. So yeah, we've got an old advisor of Cao Cao floating around right here, together with... few people from Zhengzhang. Apparently she's had a clear out recently, so okay. Honestly, no one I look at and think you're spectacular, so we'll just leave them be. Now, as for Sun Quan, because we do need to actually hunt him down. He's going to try and run, but, oh, you're out of space to run, my good man. Right, so, at this point, we might be able to capture a couple of very good legendary generals. So you, my good man, what's your chance of escaping? Oh dear. 4% capture chance. Okay, we're not going to be able to capture him, but at the bare minimum, we can batter him a bit. After all, if we don't kill him and he escapes, he might think more highly of us in future. Also, I'm really scared of this guy, because yes, that's a level 5 sentinel with special gold armor and extremely high expertise, so, yeah, that's a little bit concerning. Right, nothing too dramatic here. They'll probably come at me because I've got the trebuchet. Hide some cavalry over here in the woods to get behind their archers because they've got a lot of flipping archers. And if they're willing to duel, go and duel them. And hidden out of range. Okay, it doesn't sound like they've turned down the duel. And he's actually already not in great shape. Yeah, we should be able to handle him. Hopefully. Come on, Kongrang, I believe in ya. Prove that you're actually worthy of being my heir. And sadly, yes, Sun Quan doesn't want to duel, so you may as well fall back for the time being. You're not going to be able to do anything. But Kongrang, oh! In come the flippin' trebuchet bolts right there. So that's doing some good stuff. Oh, marvellous. Very, very good indeed. Aim right for the middle, please. Right for the flippin' middle. That'd be great. And as for you, yep, there we go. He's moving straight in, so let's get this done. Kongrang is heading into a duel right now, but he starts off already weaker, and bloody hell, I think this army is going to be torn apart by trebuchet shots before they even actually properly engage. So, straight away, that was... hang on, was that first blood to me? I believe that was first blood to me right there. No, it wasn't. It was first blood to him, I believe. That's all absolutely fine. I've got it. Yeah, you know what? That's a good start right there. Well done. You still don't actually know, yeah, your special champion ability, but you may as well actually just hit him with the special ability right there. There he He is all dressed in purple. Now he's slow. He's already... he's going to be tired already because he can't not be. They were running when I caught them out of position. And it just kind of feel like he's just throwing them around right now. So he's down to 20,000. We've taken some knocks ourselves, but I believe in him, alright? I think we can handle this, though he is definitely getting some hits in. Right, watch that battle very, very closely indeed. And where have we got ourselves? The cavalry. Right, cavalry, move in, start hunting down these here archers. This should all be absolutely fine. And yeah, this legendary sentinel is not looking like he's in good shape, actually. And trebuchets, yeah, focus your fire over here at this point. Change over to the archers. These guys are falling apart before they even get to the front line. My cavalry is actually moving in right now. Looks like we're coming up on the end of this duel right here. Kongrang has most definitely got this sorted out. So just go in, finish him off, please. Come on, he's down to 3,600. That's got to be dropping fast. That looks like that's the archers going down in the background. They're completely flipping screwed right there. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that one bit. Right, at this point, trebuchets, you should probably stop at this point. How are you doing, by the way? It's so slow taking out sentinels, bloody hell. Yeah, ride them down, ride them down. In all fairness, all cavalry, just go and hunt this guy at this point. Let's just hunt down Sun Quan. He's a commander, so we won't do that well. And you know what? Deploy the actual vanguard to do the same. Let's just actually get rid of that. He still hasn't managed to beat this guy because bloody hell. Come on, take him out. You can do it. I believe in ya. Oh, he's officially down to 1 hit point, actually. So now we just need to wait for the finishing blow. And no, don't just let him hit you. Chop his head off. You've got a great big bloody hell. There's lots of flaming bolts. And that's got to be the victory right there. He goes. And by the way, please stop firing. Don't fire anymore, please. Stop. Alright, good, good, good. We got ourselves a victory there. Not sure whether he's actually dead or not. And where's the other guy? Did we also kill Sun Quan? Because I was kind of hoping to recruit him at some point, but he might be a bit dead. So yeah, we've taken some very light attacks there, but nothing major. And I really hope you guys survived, or, you know, would be captured. They're not going to be captured. The chance of capturing them was so, so low. So, bare minimum, we get a giant pile of money, and it looks to me like, oh, we managed to capture this guy. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it was like a 4% chance. Okay, what we're going to do is, oh, hang on. What can we get off you? Oh, that's a basic herdsman. That's not spectacular. And he's actually rivals with Liu Biao. So Liu Biao would actually like me better if I put this guy to death. But no, if you hate Liu Biao, I'm sending you straight back to him. But as a result of that, next time I run into him, he might be willing to work for me. And I barely even need the replenishment, so instead, take some more money. Marvellous. So, we are now owed a favour by that guy. Head down over here. Let's just actually hunt down this army too, and then we can head over here and take out Zhang Jia. Now, as for Zhang Yan's army, that just seems to be, yeah, chilling out in a camp for the minute. No reason for us to rush and take care of that. Get in the city. I could attack him right now. He doesn't have a trebuchet, but then he'd have the advantage of towers. Probably best to just occupy my farmland, wait for him to make the first move. Unless I could just go in and basically assassinate his generals and then back out again. No, I'll wait to see where he goes next. I'd rather he actually moved into my territory, and actually in particular, we're coming up on winter. If I could attack him in winter, when he's going to have much slower going in the snow, then my trebuchet will be even more powerful. So let's wait for the snow to fall before we actually launch an attack. And yes, indeed, Liu Biao has managed to take over one of Yan Shu's mines. So, we'll see if he actually responds to that, because right now he does seem to be responding a bit on the slow side. Also, I'm slightly annoyed that this army's just sitting here doing nothing right now, the administrator force, but Gongsun Zan is right there, with one of his main armies. And at this point, he's a king. I've torn up our non-aggression pacts. He could come and attack us at some point, so yeah, I can't really afford to move that army away, and the economy is looking just fine right now, so I don't need to break it down to save money. We should be absolutely fine. And as for Yin Li, just have him move down over here to the trade port, get in a boat, and send him on his way. By the time he actually gets to the trade port, his army should be more or less at full strength. And here's good, Guangling has actually hit a level 5 city, but unfortunately is losing public order. So we need to sort that out. Now, the choice is basically, yeah, temple or school for me. So let's actually compare these, figure out how they actually work side by side. So, ultimately, A temple can get up to plus 16 public order, costs me 50 a turn, also makes economic buildings a bit cheaper to buy. So that's quite nice because I'm building a lot of blue buildings around here. The Grand Public Academies, meanwhile, can only get up to plus 10 public order. Agricultural buildings are cheaper, but that's not really so much use to me. And yeah, they can either produce income from all sources, or they can just produce a tiny amount of flat income from culture. Now, this place could be a really good moneymaker for me, so I'm going to say actually, the Academy of Culture going towards the Grand Public Academy is going to be the way to go. And you know what, as it's so cheap, I'm just going to speed this up just to actually get these guys to stabilised immediately. So screw it right now, yeah, public order is stabilised, and next turn we'll start going up again. So that's that problem sorted. Pain Chains reached level 5, so as a result of that, they've actually got themselves an empty slot right now. Yeah, this is pretty much just a farming territory, to be honest. Produces a tiny amount of money, but... hang on, how on earth are you making so little money right now? What on earth's going on? Ah, I see what's going on here. So we've got a couple of blue buildings, but no actual blue money coming in. Hang on, why on earth did I set the city up like this? I have no idea. But it's literally losing money right now, so, yeah, we need to do something to fix this. The fact it's generating money is welcome, but no. It can't actually lose me money every turn. That's unacceptable. Ah, the problem is this place is absolute total garbage. Because, yeah, we've got a temple here, then we've got ourselves farmland that can produce food, but never produces any money whatsoever. Gotcha, that's the problem. So, yeah, we've just got to make it pay for itself, basically. I mean, now I've got the academy down, it's probably happy enough to accept some level of tax collection. Especially as this building would be, yeah, boosting the amount of money made off peasantry. But probably better, as we've got this right here, to just actually, yeah, get down a basic inn. We'll get that upgraded, that'll be fine. In fact, you know what? Screw it. Make it happen immediately. Good! You're no longer losing money. Congratulations. Oh, and Tai Shan's ready for an upgrade too. Oh, Tai Shan. Tai Shan is sexy as anything. Right. Tai Shan's in a very interesting place right now, because Tai Shan's at level 7. If I move that up to level 8, that is the 6th and I believe final slot. Yeah, it's only up to 6 at that point. But then we're getting into mega cities. Every time we start upgrading beyond that, more and more money from commerce. An Imperial city level 10 plus 150% from commerce just on its own. But minus 46 food distribution. So that's not nothing. In fact, actually speaking of food, food's looking a bit low and we're heading into winter. I should probably start investing in some farms. I'm actually lacking in food a little bit here. I've been maybe getting a bit overexcited about the size of my cities. Here we go. The priority right now is to actually start getting Beihai in the direction of reducing corruption. So, do we already have everything we need there? Hang on. I've already met all these. We've got that. No, I think there's one thing we haven't actually got yet, but we're very close by to it. So I can at least get corruption in Beihai down a bit, plus income from all sources up a little bit. And as soon as we've got the ability to do so, minus 20 corruption adjacent commanderies. That's the way to go right there. So drop a bit of money on that immediately. Judiciary, marvellous. Ah, here's what I need. Down over here in Yangzhou, we can actually, yeah, make more and more and more food of this territory. That we most definitely need, yes. And ditto over here down in Liujiang. So let's just get that upgraded too. Right, okay, this is good stuff right here. Alright, what Zhang Yan? He's my priority for the time being. Mi Heng just needs to find the right moment to go and attack him. But not before Liu Biao decides, screw it, I can't be bothered, and uh-oh. Yeah, I think we should have seen that one coming. Right, so Gongsun Zan has basically decided to declare war on basically everybody. Okay, this is fine, because we're going to escalate that to an alliance war immediately. Because, yeah, both of those guys are close by. Ideally, Gongsun Zan will be distracted by my allies over on his western front. So that should give me a clean run at some of his cities, so that will not be too difficult, all things considered. But first up, we've got, okay, Dongmin immediately wants to bloody make peace, does he? Well, I'm sorry, but no. No. We're not making peace with Gongsun Zan just yet, alright? We need to actually, you know, kick his ass a bit first. Also, Dongmin is really starting to hate me, actually. But if I actually vote for yes, then Yan Shu's gonna start being annoyed at me. Okay, let's just accept that Dongmin sorta hates me. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so now I've got more rivals. Rivals everywhere. Liu Biao's a rival in purple. Zhang Yan's a rival. Everybody's a rival. And Jiang Shu wants peace with Cao Mao, which everyone's actually up for. Okay, I'm willing to back that in that case. Does that mean peace with the whole of Liu Biao? I'm not 100% sure, but if you're just making peace with his vassal, he will just be commanded to rejoin the war next time, but, oh, he won't accept it anyway, but we'll put it to him. He won't actually say yes, but, you know, we offered. And where are you going right now? Are you... I think he just camped up on the street right there on the road between Yi and the city. So that's fine. If it's about to be snowy, that works for me. Ah, that's why Liu Bei's going home. He's got yellow turbans in his territory. Also, I think we've just had a pretty major change, actually. I think Dong Min's dead, because that territory has now been taken over by Liu Bu. Liu Bu is now actually controlling one of the largest empires on the map single-handedly, and if the actual Romance of the Three Kingdoms is anything to go by, yeah, he's a great warrior, not really much of a leader or administrator. So, in the actual romance, you'd probably expect that empire to fall apart in about 5 minutes. Hopefully in the game, he'll do a bit better. And speaking of Gongsun Zan, he's just actually taken out Dang Neng, so that faction doesn't exist anymore. All that territory now belongs to Gongsun Zan. Alright, that's all absolutely fine, in which case, I don't believe there are... No, there are no outstanding missions. Invoke the council, please. May as well get some new stuff for me. So you just want me to... You always want me to raise a force. What is it about you and raising a force? Forge an alliance with Liu Biao. Okay, I'd love to, but that was not really my fault. He has attacked me repeatedly. Settlement administration, also settlement administration, together with have at least 15 food. Okay, that's a new one. Shouldn't be too difficult to arrange that. Okay, first question then. Liu Bu. Now that he's actually in charge, how do we feel about each other? 50, trending towards -28. So actually he hates me less than Dong Min did, because Dong Min I was trending down towards like -63. So Liu Bu, for whatever reason, likes me a bit more. Defiant never stays a subordinate, opposes power, dislikes large or aggressive factions. Warrior prefers solving problems by direct conflict rather than by words, offers peace only if in real trouble, strongly militaristic and destructive, prefers choosing the most destructive and ruthless option when dealing with captured settlements or soldiers. Right. Okay, so he's less of a dick than Dong Min, but he might be more of an utter psychopath. And as for this small, tiny force over here, chase him down, Kong Rang, you can do it, and he's making a run for it. Hang on, can we make it to him this turn? And no, you cannot, but we're getting closer and closer, and we're kind of trapping him against the mountain, so sooner or later, we'll get on top of him. In fact, you know what? A force this small, we should just ignore it, because there's no way he can actually make it into my cities. He couldn't even make it into the lumberyard if he tries to take that out. We could probably stop him with the aid of the towers. So, we're probably absolutely fine to just move straight on and try and take out these cities. Actually, technically he belongs to Liu Biao, not actually to this city, which belongs to... hang on, that's Huangzhou. So, we don't actually make this army cease to exist by going and attacking this territory over here. Still, Yan Shu has finally actually woken up here, so Fumu is heading north to reclaim the Jade Mine, more troops around here as well. Yeah, okay, so Yan Shu's finally woken up and is actually going to go and deal with Liu Biao. Now, the problem we've got here is, yes, we don't currently have visibility as to what's going on inside Gongsun Zan's territory, aside from the fact he's got 2 cities that I sold him, and presumably, yeah, he's just actually stopped paying me. He decided to just cancel the payments for the cities I sold him, but he gets to keep the cities anyway. What a bastard. Right, okay. We need to go and punish him a bit for all of this, and in a perfect world, we could just go and knock over the Imperial capital. I mean, I could just go and sail over there. The thing is, while it's at the back of his empire, I could just put a massive army in a boat, sail around the outside of here, drop it off here, take it, and then just hold it for the rest of the game. That's entirely feasible, but I feel like, yeah, I'm a bit more worried about this army, this fishing port, all the rest of it. And I know for a fact that Gongsun Zan's main army was somewhere on this side of the empire. But between the Administrator army and Mi Heng's army, we should be able to handle it. Speaking of which, if we've now got war with Gongsun Zan, you need to just basically be destroyed. So deploy the army, go and take out these bastards. We should be able to handle this, alright? Even though that's a decent army, just because, yeah, the snow, the trebuchets, all the rest of it. We basically just bombard them, and if they're looking too strong after the bombardment's done, we just retreat. And bear in mind, these people are basically all just total trash, so we should be able to duel them down, no problem whatsoever. Oh yeah, my two duelists are way too good to be defeated by these bastards. And to verify, of course, their towers can't hit my line from here, but my catapult, meanwhile, can hit 2/3 of their entire camp. So, yeah, we can basically just start shelling them for the time being. That's just beautiful. And don't forget, of course, this is also, I believe, the first time we've seen a proper sentinel out on the field with really, really damn nice units right here. We have got proper medium sword guards. They've got themselves some beautiful things as well. They've got themselves, ooh, look at that shield wall. Very, very nice indeed. Massive charge resistance. If they try and come at me, charges are basically non-existent. And also, they've got a lovely little circle here. So charge resistance way up, range block chance up by 25%, melee evasion up, but melee attack rate down. So, if we need them to just try and hold the line for a bit, then yeah, one unit just standing out here doing this, very, very cool indeed. So yeah, we've got loads of really good, sexy formations here. In fact, honestly, we may as well just put them into shield walls right now. Because in shield wall formation, yeah, they've just got a bit of range block chance, so just may as well have it on till we're ready to charge. So if they stay in their camp, we just bombard them with trebuchets. If they come out, we hit them with crossbows, trebuchets, and if need be, we duel them. In fact, we might just want to duel them anyway because screw it. If they try and actually get around the outside, we do have plenty of good quality cavalry ready to engage with them. And of course, if they try and move against me in the snow, they'll be massively slowed down. We are holding all the flipping cards here, alright? This is going to be absolutely magnificent. So we're starting to see a bit of movement here. We're just going to start, yeah, tossing in all the beautiful flaming bolts. We've got ourselves 17 more shots yet. And because they're in a very small, narrow environment right now, yeah, we can just pick wherever they're clustered most heavily and just start bombarding that point right there. So yeah, right now we probably want to attack, say, this group. Because then wherever we hit, we do some good damage. Marvellous. So we're starting to kill them already. Absolutely sexy. So right now, they're not actually starting to move forward. If I were to take out their towers, I could move forward so my crossbows could be in range. That'd be good. And by the way, has that tower just caught fire? And no, sadly it did not. Right, let's just see if we can burn down these two towers just for the sake of actually being able to move my crossbows forward. That's probably for the better. The problem is Mihang's not my best strategist, and these guys are only level 6. I'm struggling with the accuracy to nail these towers, so I'm just going to go into hitting everybody with the Flaming Bolts mode. Because, yeah, we may as well just do some damage to his actual army if we can. Also, I do welcome the fact that one horse appears to have just abandoned their army and is coming over to my side. Welcome aboard, you magnificent bastard. Okay, 4 shots remaining. We have actually managed to take out both of the towers of the front door, which does give a nice opening for my crossbows to move forward into. Because, yeah, this tower's got limited range, and so does this one right here. So my crossbows can basically just move forward and start bombarding the hell out of everything. And on top of that, it does actually give my generals an opening to come forward and challenge these guys without being hit by the towers. So, alright, that's going to be step 1. We've now used up all our ammunition. We have done some good work here. We've taken out towers, we've knocked down walls, we've weakened some of these guys. Next step, let's see if we can assassinate some generals. Okay, they are actually willing to duel, which is very, very good indeed. So as a result of that, who wants to take on who? Probably best for safety, my Sentinel takes on theirs, because Sentinels will surprise ya. So you take on the Sentinel, and as for you, take on... Okay, doesn't actually want to duel. Well, in which case, I guess it's now just Sentinel versus Sentinel, but my Sentinel has got all of the sexy good gear. So my Sentinel should be able to win very, very handily. Because, yeah, she's actually got Tenacity of Steel. So she's already into phase 2 of that, where she's getting bonus to armor piercing, and she's got melee damage up. So she's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. As for you, however, I'm not really sure I know anything about you. Hang on. Have you also got... Wait. No, she doesn't have that. So I'm just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. She does not. And also, I've got the better weapons, the better armor, the better everything, actually. Though, sadly, yeah, they won't actually duel my Vanguard, which is a bit of a shame. Still, while that's going on, I may as well bring some of my crossbows forward, protected by my Vanguard, and just basically start hitting their front line. And another I may as well bring me Heng forward because, do you actually have... No, he doesn't actually have the whatever it's called, Stifling Deluge or whatever it is. The thing that stops her using any of her abilities. But that's fine, this fight is very much going in my favour anyway. So you guys should now be Not quite in range. Come on, keep going forward. Make sure you don't... Oh, you're miles off being in range of the towers. That's fine. Just push forward a little bit closer, then just open fire on them. At this point, yeah, their Sentinel is absolutely flipping bones. And Tenacity of Steel is now maxed out, so she has doubled her melee base damage. She has doubled her armor-piercing damage. She is just going to start kicking a hell of a lot of ass. And now we can start laying down the fire on the G, who have no shields, so they will take a lot of damage very, very quickly indeed. And enemy general has just collapsed. Beautiful. Get back on your horse. You can probably do a bit more yet, to be honest. And now just slowly push forward with the archers. How would you guys like to fight? You guys would actually like to fight. Interesting. So you've got... Actually, they do have a lot of strength. And he's also got Binding Fury. Right, stay away from him. He's got Binding Fury. But you we can take out right now. So let's just go into duel number 2. Because you've barely lost any strength there whatsoever. So right now she's in phase 1 because it does reset. But, yeah, it's time for us to have ourselves a little bit of a fight. But against this guy, I feel like you'll be just fine. Because he just will not be able to hit you that effectively. And you will just get stronger and stronger and stronger. And by the way, oh, my crossbows are starting to do terrible, terrible things to your army. Right, you guys, start to lay down some fire over here. There's some Black Mountain Marauders right there. They're pretty elite. So, focus some firepower on them. Make sure they get completely screwed over, please. Ooh, apparently we decapitated the first Sentinel. So, yeah, we probably haven't captured her. Fight number 2 seems to be going, oh, spectacularly well. Bloody hell, Sentinels. Sentinels are slightly ridiculous. These guys are just collapsing. They don't like this one little bit. We're just shattering them unit by unit. And now we can just take out Black Mountain Marauders. They don't dare come out and fight me just yet. Oh, this is beautiful. This is working very, very well indeed. Even if I don't decide to push in, we'll have just crippled this army right here. And while my archers are just tearing these guys apart, down here, you're basically almost dead at this point. Yeah, in fact, you are down to your last at this point. Come on. I believe in you, Gan Yen, and bloody hell, she has just absolutely torn him to pieces. And this guy actually is willing to duel versus my Vanguard. So I'm going to give her a rest because she's been doing a lot of dueling. So she's going to come back and my Vanguard's going to take care of this one. Because my Vanguard can very easily handle this. By the way, guys, don't get too far forward, alright? Don't get too far forward. Don't you actually falling into, you know, archer range or anything. Oh, and we're looking at a third straight up slaughter here. This has just been embarrassing for this champion. He's already down to his last, actually. We're coming up on the end right here. And I think he lost a leg right there. Marvellous. So, all of your generals are now dead at this point. You might be able to just go in and wrap them all up at this point because you've actually got Flames of the Phoenix. So you can just basically go in, smash them. They'll probably break the moment we actually get anywhere nearby to you. Yeah, this isn't looking healthy for you, is it? No. No, it's not. Right, you just basically go in, draw attention, smash them in the face a little bit. It's all going to be fine. Get in over there. Flames of the Phoenix right there, please. And yeah, just basically start bombarding them as they're pulled forward. Actually, we're pretty much out of ammunition. So you guys may as well fall back. No reason for you to actually be there if you've got no ammo. Okay, possibly he can't take out the entire remainder of the army by himself. But then again, their archers are already wavering. Maybe he flipping could. You know what? I think we're in a good position to just wrap this up at this point. Bring forward the heavy infantry. Just nice and slow. Bring them forwards. Oh, look at that right there. 80% chance to dodge missiles. Love it. Now, this is particularly good because, yeah, at this point, all they've really got left in infantry is spears. So, spears versus my elite medium swords, they will be torn apart. Alright, right up to the gates here. There's nothing they can do to me. Break formation and axes right in the front, please. Because, yeah, axes make good assault troops. Then we've got sword guards that can start just heading in around the back over here. More sword guards round over here. You just sneak in over here, straight through the gap we've created. You guys are going to be my new defense. And bring in the cavalry as well. But screw it, we may as well send in our generals to provide a bit of backup because they're going to do a very good job by themselves too. Bring the cavalry right in, please. But yeah, at this point, they are not going to do a good job. My axe band should just be able to slowly chunk their way through spear guards because these are actual proper assault infantry. And these guys are already unhappy because their general's very dead. And even better, they're now all nicely clustered together to try and defend this breach. So that just makes them very vulnerable to a great big Flames of the Phoenix. So, boom, and I think he just hit some of our troops there, but whatever. You know what? They've actually got a few cavalry floating around. Just deal with that too, please. But yeah, at this point, we're pretty much ready to just start getting behind them. We've got some medium sword guards hitting these spears right in the rear. Then they're going to enjoy that one little bit. Where are you, by the way? You know what? I think you can handle that by yourself. Just cut down all that cavalry. You'll win in the long run. Bring in my actual reserves just to go and help you out with that. That'll be no problem whatsoever. And they're falling apart. Okay, I've got cavalry too. Bring them in through the side doors. Let's get a big surround here. We might just be able to trigger a mass rout that breaks the front door right now. And here we go. Cavalry just streaming in, aside from the ones that ran straight into the wall. Well done, you magnificent bastards. You guys are wavering. Yeah, at this point it's done. It's 100% done, and we've done that with very few losses. Love it. Sorry, close victory. Close victory? Have we counted the number of kills they had? Because it's not very many. All three generals dead, 1,200. Do I need the replenishment? No, I'll take the money instead. So, the survivors have been chased off at this point, and they've now got themselves... Actually, they've not got new commanders yet, because it's not his turn. So I guess we better go and finish them off before they do pick up new commanders in that case. I christened this battle Target Practice. Yep, nothing dramatic there. They're all dead at this point. The army will probably cease to exist, or if it doesn't, it's effectively a non-entity. So, job done. Yep, as suspected, that army now ceases to exist. Miheng can actually retreat into Yi, which is an excellent place just to charge up the army. In fact, hang on. You're going to be ready... Looks to me like, yep, next turn the army will be ready to go again in spring. Absolutely magnificent. Maybe losing a tiny number of troops over here, but pretty much ready to go. So we can actually launch an invasion of Anping immediately. And while Gongsun Zan does technically have this territory right here, Liu Biao is at war with him, and Liu Biao himself is right here. So I feel like actually, leave this to Liu Biao. Let him just keep moving north and form a nice little barrier between me and Zhang Yan. Also, Miheng has leveled up. Well, it's about bloody time. Right, good. So we can have precision, leading into, yep, composure very, very soon indeed. And Gan Yen levels up too. Marvellous. Now, Miheng already has patience, but Gan Yen could actually pick up patience right now, and it doesn't say that can't stack. So, if both of them had that, plus 50% chance of capturing enemy officers, that would certainly be nice. And as she's a bit of a duelist, yeah, I would like her to ultimately have access to Adamant Resolve, and Zeal is very useful too. So even though it's not the best for her, I'll give her Perception right now, just because it opens the way to Zeal and Adamant Resolve going forward. Oh, and that gives me 15 grand to spend. Well, we know Hane needs some of that immediately. And while I'm sitting on a big old pile of money, we do also know that Taishan could do with leveling up, because, yeah, if it goes up from 7 to 8, another building slot. Now, Taishan actually, you know what? Corruption is... Oh, blimey. Okay, Taishan has actually managed to pick up corruption. Hang on, what's going on here? Probably an assignment's worn off. Yes, an assignment wore off. Good, I'm glad I noticed that. You, get back in there and reward the filial and incorrupt. Because, yeah, we kind of need to get corruption down, please. Back in, thank you. Yeah, the thing is, if we actually do get another building slot over here, what do we need it to be? Because Taishan doesn't actually need corruption to be much lower. Corruption's doing just fine. We've already got all three blue buildings, together with, yeah, trade port over here. How much more can we actually do to make this place more profitable? I mean, I guess we could have another office for archives and seals over here. That's 15% income immediately, together with, yeah, helping with corruption in Dong. That'll actually help out with corruption in Pingwan, and pass benefits back over to Beihai. Probably not a bad idea. You know what? Let's make that happen. Then again, how much more food do I need for that? That's 8 more food. Okay, make it happen, but I need to find some more food, like, in a hurry. Where are my food-producing territories? Ah, yes, Yangzhu's making some food over here. Keep that moving on, please. More and more and more food. Lovely. And same over here. We just need as much food as possible from the south. That money sure runs out quickly, doesn't it? Dear oh flippin' dear. Right, let's also make, yeah, over in Guanling, Public Academy Complex. More and more public order, more and more money, because that place is starting to look good. That's actually really nice right there. And the question is, with an army right there, oh, that army can actually make it to Pingwan Salt Mine right now. Ah, but that's only because they're in forced march mode. They wouldn't be able to do that normally. Do I want to go and threaten Anping with the Administrator Army? Let's just move a little bit closer. Okay, I'm going to stand right here and, aha, there is another army right here. I don't want to go and attack, therefore, but if they want to come and attack me, that could work in my favour. If that is going to happen, though, Zhai Heng, we need you to be a bit better armed, so have yourself a great glaive, because no one's using it right now. In fact, yeah, everybody just help yourself to the best gear we've got going spare at the minute. We do need to give you better and better and better stuff. Kongrong's still recharging, but he's almost done, and Yin Li's almost ready to begin his holiday. Marvellous. Ah, yes, and just in case Liu Biao doesn't get the point, Liu Biao, I'd like you to go right here and attack that territory, please. I'd like you to, yeah, cover my flank if you can. As for Yan Shu, however, he has my permission to, yeah, focus on taking back his own territory and then pushing into Liu Bao's territory. Let's just get rid of Liu Biao once and for all. Also, I think next turn may be the turn a whole bunch of deals wear off. So, yeah, I can do Liu Biao a very good food deal next turn just to cheer him up a bit. Oh, and here's interesting. I was just actually going to have a little look-see at trading ancillaries with Liu Biao, but there's an offer to receive or offer a marriage, and I think I know who that's going to be, because that can only be family members. Oh, Kong Rang, it's time to find you a wife. Right, so, we've got ourselves Dong Pei Shan right here. I'm going to be honest, we know nothing about her aside from the fact she's 61. Okay, that's not great in many ways. Hang on, how old is... Oh, Kong Rang's 52. Okay, it's actually kind of appropriate in that case. Right, it's unlikely we're getting children out of Kong Rang. But as it will actually help the alliance between me and Liu Biao, and Liu Biao is notoriously, you know, uh-oh. Okay, so they also hate each other. Alright, so that's not so good actually, right. Okay, Kong Rang, I'm going to ask you to just grit your teeth and think of China. Because she's not going to be around for too long. She's 62 and it's 200 AD, alright? She's going to be out of the door sooner rather than later. I need you to make this happen to just firm up the alliance between me and Liu Biao, alright? Now, he's not keen on that because he's actually losing a general to make it happen. So, right, we need to do something to make this work. Ah, problem. He doesn't value money that highly because he's rich, but he's food poor, and I'm giving him food. Okay, we'll make that marriage happen next turn when the food deal runs out, because then basically I can blackmail him with food into accepting. Alright, time to see if Liu Biao obeys orders, and also, uh-oh, I thought they might be coming out to face me. Right, the Administrator Army is going to be attacked by one of the armies of the Kingdom of Yan. I think we can do this though, uh-oh. Apparently they've decided it's going to be a night battle, and I think Sai Yan isn't actually a night battle person, so... I suspect we've got a morale penalty there. Yes, my spotting ability is down, morale down, no reinforcements, but that's not a problem. Okay, the priority is, well, I say assassination, there's only one person that can physically fight, but we'll give it a go. I think we can do this. Okay, big open space here. They're coming at me because they're attacking. Not a huge amount of trees I can really use for anything, to be honest. I might be able to get some cavalry over here, but it's not much. Yeah, probably best thing we can do is just draw up over here. I mean, actually, one advantage is it's still winter. So, my catapults will have a very significant advantage in that regard, at least. And we do also have a good, solid front line here. We've got axe bands, we've got a handful of medium swords, we've got some G in there, very good all-rounders, and we've got spears for the flank. So, in that regard, at least, we're in good shape. So, we're going to try and lure them over here. Can you guys fit inside these woods? And come on, there must be a spot. There must be a spot, alright. I know you can fit in these woods. There we go. So we got two hidden in those woods over there, ready to move against their archers. But it's going to be slow going in the snow. And here we go. So, prepare to open fire when they move into range, but they do have a bit of cover from this here forest, unfortunately. Alright, we're opening fire already. We can start burning down this forest if need be. And yeah, they're going to try and make it over to us as fast as possible. So, they've got, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 units of archers. I've got cavalry ready to move in. What are we attacking right now? Ooh, very, very nice indeed. Right, you guys, yeah, just basically target right in the middle, please. Right in the middle, knacker whatever you can. We got good visibility while they're moving over the plain. We should be able to do some good damage with that. We do have some good range. When I say good range, actually it's a bunch of archer militia. This army's kind of in need of an upgrade, to be honest. Still, one good bit of news, their cavalry are on the far flank to my cavalry. So my cavalry can get into their archers without being interrupted, especially as their cavalry can't really respond very fast, thanks to the snow. Yeah, their cavalry's moving to a flanking maneuver. Just basically spread out the spears as much as we can, just for safety. In fact, do we even have any cavalry elsewhere? Looks like we might not. I might be willing to actually have my other cavalry come over here just to make sure we've got a nice bit of safety at the rear. I'm not too worried. The G can actually handle this flank if need be. So you guys just spread out like that. Right, moving into attack right now. How did you miss that badly, for goodness sake? And what do we want to attack now? What do we want to attack now? What do we want to attack now? Okay, if you're willing to do that fight, I'm very willing to do that fight. I feel like I've got that, but then... maybe I shouldn't have accepted quite so readily. I feel like if he offered, that means he thinks he can win, which might be a bit of a problem, actually. Okay, change your target over to these two units over here. We're not doing as much damage as I would like, actually, but we'll have to see how this works out. And where are the cavalry? Is it time to expose them? Yes, it's time for the cavalry to expose itself. Let's start staggering them. My front line can take this. I've got a lot of shields in my front line. We're fine. We're doing damage here. That's just sabers. That's all absolutely a-okay. Got plenty of spearmen guarding the flanks. Nothing they can do over there. Just keep my cavalry moving in this direction and avoid their flipping swords. Nothing they can do. They're going to be way, way, way too slow in the snow. Right, change your target over to, yeah, these guys over here. Massive hunk of G, just all moving together for some reason. So now, you guys over here, you guys over here. We can chase off all of their archers, get rid of those flaming arrows. Now, these guys are already looking dodgy to me. You guys are not firing right now for some reason. You're easily winning this fight, which is very, very good indeed. We're chasing off all of the archers. And as I suspected might happen, their cavalry decided, screw it, I enjoyed charging directly into prepared spearmen. Then they died straight after that point. Well done, you bloody geniuses. Oh, I'm shooting my own men right now. That's less good. Oh, that's a good hit, though. That's a very good hit. Right, this is very high risk, but it'll do the job. Right, so that guy's almost dead. In fact, I think we're going in for the kill right now. Yep, he has just been very much splattered. Well done. So, Zhai Heng's taken out that guy. That's a big morale hit. You guys, get out of there, please. Get out of there. Chase off the crossbowmen. You guys go and take out more crossbowmen. That's archer militia. Right, we're in good shape right now. Good, good, good. You get over here. See if we can just tip the balance over there. You may as well do the same. And... okay, you had tempered deflection this whole time and I forgot to turn it on. That's all absolutely fine. Everything's under control. Right, after looking a bit dicey for a moment, I'm pretty happy with how all this is going for the time being. So, break the line. Let's start actually surrounding them, please. We've pretty much got this one in the bag. And probably tell the catapults to stop firing at this point. I feel like at this point, yeah, they're going to do more damage to me than to them. And enemy warriors are running. Good, good, good. Get some troops around the back of here. You get into the back of these guys. You get around the back over here. Their front line is basically done. Yep, they're done. Nothing more they can do. Right, generals who have got good weapons, change your attention to the strategists, please. Let's just have those guys seen off. And there we go. He's attacking her right now. She can't stand up to too much of that. She's not happy with the state of affairs at all, in fact, so she'll go down very fast. Other one is also wavering. Right, if we can pick him off, that's great. If not, then we'll deal with it. And that's it. Everyone's shattered. We've already got the victory. So I think we've already actually ridden down the vast majority of what's on the field right now. May as well go for a couple of captures in case these people are in any way good. And that's a good amount of money coming in. 600 odd. And hello. The guy who got himself stabbed is apparently not dead. He is, however, a little bit on the wounded side. Oh, we cut out one of his eyes. Very sorry about that. He would be willing to join me. Okay. Level 4. Obstinate, perceptive, kind-hearted, one-eyed. Okay. Honestly, he's not spectacular. I mean, he hardly did well during that battle. How about you, by the way? You're also willing to join up with me. Interesting. Okay, let's just consider this very carefully here. Is this worth doing in any capacity? He's barely got any good equipment, though he comes with a clay rat, which is sort of nice. Authority for a level 4 is underwhelming, to be honest. He's got a lot of cunning and resolve, but that doesn't really help because commanders don't want to be fighting. They don't make good duelists, so not really worth it. No, I think we'll actually just let you go. Could have the clay rat if I killed him, but no. You can just go home, actually. And as for this person, you might be a little bit more on the interesting side, actually. Then again, no, you're not. Sorry, I thought you were better than that. Those are some good traits. Fraternal's kind of good. Incompetent is less good. Tranquil's nice, though. Tranquil's very, very nice indeed. No, you can just go home as well, to be honest. Have a nice life. Now, we took some light knocks, so I'll take the replenishment there. And actually, thanks to that stupid battle that you chose to give, I can now actually... Oh! Hello? Liu Biao requests my support against Gongdu. That would break one of my trade routes, but I do want to get Liu Biao back on side. So, let's see how much he wants me to do this. Okay, he really, really wants me to do this, and that probably means he'll pay for it. Not much, though. Not much at all things considered. Okay, what if I could help myself to a nice... Oh! Hang on, Liu Biao. Liu Biao, I've got a great idea. In fact, I've got a brilliant idea for you. How about these two people who hate each other get married for no reason? Yeah, I thought you might suddenly be up for that, actually. Hooray! Oh, that's going to make me untrustworthy. Why am I untrustworthy? I assume I signed the trade deal with them recently, but honestly, it's more important to me that Liu Biao's on side. So we're going to make that happen anyway. Oh yeah, Liu Biao's going to love this. And Liu Biao is still running around, and where are you going now? Where are you trying to get to? Leave me the flip alone. Okay, you cannot take that farmland with that army. It's too small. Ooh, and possibly from that battle, I've picked up something very, very nice indeed. A silver item, the Methods of the Seamer. So plus 8 to cunning. Very nice. In fact, you know what? Kong wrong. It's time we actually made some changes with you. So, would I like to give you an Imperial bow back? Because I did rather enjoy you having the Imperial bow. That was pretty good. Or I could give you the book. No, I'm going to give him the bow back, actually. Even more in the way of cunning. But on top of that, it's kind of nice to have him as a mobile artillery platform. And that means that, yeah, me, Heng, can have the book. Because the bow he's got isn't anywhere near as good, and I'd rather he have a bit more cunning. Because he's not that cunning right now. Ooh, and Kong Rang has actually leveled up. Now, this is a difficult one. Because I've got one objective in mind for him in the long run. And that is we need to get to Binding Fury. The fastest way to get to Binding Fury is to go down the route along the bottom, where I could get it after just 2 more upgrades. But the route along the bottom is kind of bad. You see, the route along the bottom is kind of for administrators, so Wisdom, that's an assignment, Reserves for Administrative Commandery, then we've got Abundance, Replenish Supplies, Food Production. Not great at all. Up north, however, we've got ourselves, Guile, which is very, very nice indeed, together with Patience. Patience is really nice, and then that leads into that. Okay, that would mean I'd need to take consideration. That is reinforcement range up, encourage is kind of nice, plus 8 resolve. Yeah, screw it. We'll take it, there we go. Bit more resolve never hurts a champion. And Liu Biao and my relationship is definitely moving in the right direction, alright? He's unfriendly right now, but he's starting to get somewhere. We've got no deal whatsoever aside from the trade agreement, but he's going to be needing some food. Let's sell him some food. Okay, so he's valuing each food at 0.5, which isn't great. And to be honest, my economy could take not selling so much food, especially as, actually, my food is a bit low. So maybe I'll only sell him a little bit of food. But if I'm only selling a bit of food, what's even the point? He's barely going to give me any money for that. Yeah, that's an awful deal for 8 food right there. Right, well, in which case, I'm just going to keep the food, to be honest, because, especially during winter, my food is getting a bit on the low side. And I would like to upgrade some of my big economic heartland cities. I'm going to be needing a big pile of food for that. So, now that that's all in play, we're in good shape for when that upgrade to Taishan happens. And yeah, Liu Biao with this army is totally coming over here to try and take Chen. Chen is level 4 with a decent-sized garrison. I think we could probably see them off, to be honest. Especially as, that's actually 2 strategists, so those are not good frontline warriors. Yeah, I suspect we've actually got that. That's absolutely fine. No need to worry about that in the slightest. In which case, this force over here, that's going to have plenty of supplies, but can I be bothered to go and hunt them down? Or should I just say, screw it, we'll come over here and attack the capital of Huangzhou? Because I feel like that's actually the better bet. Yeah, this would be a total waste of time for Kong Rang's army. Kong Rang's army is actually going to get on with the business that needs to be done right now. He's just going to loop around here, take out all of this business. And I tell you what, get yourself into march stands. I don't think there's much in the way of enemies around here. Let's just make a bit more fast progress, please. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to leave this area totally unguarded. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise a new force here. So, who's floating around? Aha! Wang Zhu, a good old reliable safe pair of hands, nice and cheap to maintain, and on top of that, yeah, together with any garrison he's serving with, he'll be able to handle this no problem whatsoever. So he just steps inside the city, no problem there whatsoever. This force I am not worried about in the slightest, and yeah, Yanshu's probably about to kick their asses anyway, together with, yeah, Yanshu's bringing some big forces down here to reclaim the Jade Mine, that's not a problem at all. And this, I suspect, means this turn we can take a really, really nice chunk out of Gongsun Zan. So, here we are. This farmland is totally unguarded. So, that garrison stands no chance against me. In fact, I'm very happy just to auto-resolve that one. Very simple, basic garrison. Obviously, more damage than I would have taken, but that's absolutely fine. May as well just move straight in, to be honest. A little bit of extra food never flipping hurts. So, that's now my farmland. Welcome aboard. And thanks to this army throwing itself away an 11% replenishment, we can just walk straight in to Anping as well. Oh, absolutely marvellous. Then again, they do have a garrison, and this is not my best army. No need to rush this, alright? Let's just actually get some nice sapping going on, make myself some nice holes. Let's just bleed that garrison dry a bit, because if reinforcements might come and attack, kind of works in my favour, actually. I'd be very open for Gongsun Zan throwing away another army, given the reinforcements from the city aren't going to be contributing much. And better, Yin Li's grand vacation has begun. So I would like you to come. Bloody hell, you've got a long way to go. Right, yes, there's a lot of sailing ahead of you. Good luck with that. Then again, get him into full speed. He'll actually be making some progress very, very fast indeed. And we can also check out what the status of the coast is. So, step 1, figure out what's going on this island over here, Yizhu Island. And step 2, work your way round to Hepu, figure out who the bloody hell this third person is who apparently fancies being emperor. Assuming, of course, that Sun Jian doesn't actually kill them before I even get there, which is entirely possible. Here's interesting in the court as well. I'm always keeping an eye out for new talent. Yeah, we've got ourselves Ku Ying right here. Could theoretically be a spy, but for a level 1, that's good stats. Being at 94 expertise at level 1, that's really, really nice indeed. And on top of that, if I recall correctly, yeah, he's already got Tenacity of Steel, the best ability of all. So, that's good. That's really nice for a level 1. You know what, my good man? Welcome aboard. And I tell you what, let's just give him a bit of a trial run out over here with Wang Zhu. So we can just help out with that. We can train a new army up for him there. The next time we raise him, it's already there, ready to go. Oh, and it's my favourite time of the day. It's Reform Tree time. Right, okay. We know what we need to do here. We need to work towards 6 bureaus of bureaucracy so we can get ourselves corruption down. To get that, I need 10% construction cost. I'll tell you what, that's not so bad. Actually, hang on, is that only for settlement administration? Right, that's only for my administered settlements. But those are the important ones, so that's fine. You know what, we'll go for that now. In 5 turns' time, we can get ourselves the buildings we need. I feel a bit sorry for the green and red side of the tree. Sorry about that, guys. I haven't really been paying much attention to you. Okay, I've just been going around trying to redo all my food deals. The problem is everyone's decided they hate me because I'm untrustworthy and terrifyingly strong and blatantly trying to take over the world. So, yeah, no one's really willing to give me a decent price for the food anymore. So instead, I'm just going to use food as a gift to try and cheer people up a bit. So I'm just going to give Liu Biao 3 food a month for free as a gift. Congratulations, my good friend.
A proposal worthy of my standing.
You see, he didn't tell me I was a bastard, then immediately try and stab me, which when you're dealing with Liu Biao is quite frankly a very positive result indeed. And I figured as much, though I was kind of hoping it wouldn't happen this quickly. Right, we've got ourselves more reinforcements coming in. Okay, that's It's quite a lot of reinforcements, actually. That's a relatively experienced army, too, with some proper crossbows. And, okay, this is going to be interesting. This is not my best army. Right, so, Gongsun Zan has indeed decided to strike back. The problem is, yeah, it is, a little bit earlier than I was hoping for. Still, this army can this army handle this? I don't know if this army can handle this. This is not my best force. These are not experienced troops. These are not my best generals. They do not have all the best abilities. I really hope we can stand up to this. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I would say that is enough for now. We will kick off next time with this potentially rather difficult defense against Gongsun Zan and the city's garrison. So that might be a bit of a tricky one. But if we can win, we will weaken the city's garrison so badly, we should hopefully be able to just stroll in afterwards. So, we'll see how that goes. And on top of that, Yin Li's grand summer vacation has begun. We'll see what he can discover down south, figure out what the hell's going on in the south of the map. Because apparently someone down there I've never heard of has decided they're going to be emperor. So, we'll see if we can figure out what the hell's going on next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Total War 3 Kingdoms. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!